Call meeting to order. Ask you all please rise and join me in a moment of reflection on the business that's before us this evening. And please join me in a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Force of habit. Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Basso.
Here.
Alderman Begley.
Here.
Alderman Violet.
Here.
Alderman Clifford. Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Here.
Alderman McGovern.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan.
Here.
Mayor, City Clerk, Treasurer, and Attorney all present.
All right, no special presentations tonight. Under the consent calendar, we've got two items: the approval of the City Council meeting minutes from November 1st, 2022, along with the approval of the payroll and voucher list for the period ending November 4th, 2022. Need a motion to approve said?
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Violet.
With an exception. They're under the rec committee minutes from the last meeting. There's a slight error in the voting. It has Alderman Begley voting yes and no.
Which did you vote?
I'm not
She
sure.
hadn't made up her mind yet.
I'm not sure. I'd have to take a look and go
Something's
back to
about
that.
Tom, did you?
On the rec committee?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the only motion from the rec committee last.
Oh, yeah, that was a, Alderman Begley, I think you voted no on that.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
And was that was related to the park?
Hours.
Yes.
And
Oh
that
yeah,
was-
that's definitely a no.
And,
Okay.
and Mayor, you voted, and that was why.
Right, we did vote. Okay,
Typographical error.
all right.
Thank you.
With that exception, moved
The
by
motion is
Alderman Violet. Is there a second? Second. Second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. No sealed bids. Under my report, a couple things. On a sad note, I'd like to have to report the passing away of former Alderman Dolores Komarski, who passed away on November 2nd. I talked to her husband, Bob, yesterday, or day before yesterday, over the weekend, I guess it was. And she died of natural causes. As many of you know, Dee served us as an alderman since from 1999 to just last year. Very obviously visible throughout town. I think of all the aldermen, I have to say, in my 20-some years of service, I think I saw her and Bob probably at more events than anybody as a whole. They showed up for everything and had a deep commitment to the city, along with her devotion to her Roads and Construction Committee, which she chaired for many, many years. So she'll sorely be missed. There will be a service over at Cary Funeral Home on November 30th from 3 o'clock till 8 o'clock. And Bob asked that you not send flowers. If you were going to make a memorial of some sort, if you would send something to St. Jude Hospital. That was one of her favorite causes. So our best goes out to Bob and the rest of the family. But that was kind of sudden, obviously. But it's unfortunate. But time passes on. But she will surely be missed. So enough with that then. And some other things here. Today got notice that your Cook County tax bills are now online. So if you want to go online, you can go online to cookcountytreasurer.com and get the bill before it comes in the mail to you or to your financial institution that's holding your escrow. But so it still will be due. The good thing is it'll be due by December 31st. It's good that it only gives you a month, which it always does, but it also it'll be due in this tax year for people to file their taxes. So again, that is right there on the news now. And just kind of a informational thing. Since the last election, we've had some new people elected in our area here, and through the redistricting, we have new districts per se. So we're fortunate in the past election. Senator Bill Cunningham was reelected for the 18th district, which now includes all of Palos Heights. For those who don't know, in the past we had two different state senators representing our area. Bill had a small area, and Emil Jones III had the majority of the town. That's changed through redistricting, and we're fortunate to have Senator Cunningham, who is actually one of the Senate leaders, as our state senator. And along with him, Fran Hurley is now our representative for this area, for the whole city, with the exception of a small area that Kelly Burke has. And then on the other side, from the House Representative, Sean Caston, now we'll have our area, instead of before we had Marie Newman, who had a small portion of the town, and along with Bobby Rush. So that has been consolidated so that the whole town now is under Sean Caston. And I've already had 2 or 3 conversations with Mr. Caston, one regarding for the post office situation in McIntosh, and he said once he gets sworn in and becomes officially our congressman, he'll deal with that to try to remedy that situation. I talked to him about 6 weeks ago on that, but we had to hold off until he actually does take office as our congressman. So that's all I have under my report. City Clerk?
No report.
City Treasurer?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have the treasurer's report for the period ending October 31st. General fund began the month with $6,046,515. Revenues for October were $899,109. Expenses from the general fund were $882,086. Other source use, $148,976, giving an ending cash balance in the general fund of $5,914,561. The total of all funds began October with $23,414,669. Revenues totaled $1,690,021. Expenses for the month were $1,515,199. Other source used $10,592, giving an ending cash balance in all city funds of $23,578,899. That concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Entertain a motion to approve the Treasury report.
I'll make the motion.
Moved by Alderman McGovern, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. City Attorney?
Thank you. No report.
All right. Any communications anyone have? Citizens wishing to address the council? Standing reports, Alderman McGrogan.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, we have a couple of items that are on the agenda, and I want to make a comment after I get through number 10. The first one is motion 9, to direct the city attorney to draft an inducement resolution and a resolution supporting and consenting to a Class 7B tax classification for the property located at 6401 West 127th Street. And the PIN number on that is 2431-201-011.
Second.
Moved by Alderman McGrogan, second by Alderman Key. Any questions?
Mr. Mayor, just briefly for the people in the
sure.
audience, that's the former Dominic site that's being redeveloped. And there are representatives here if any of the other aldermen have questions. They appeared before the Finance Committee when we evaluated this, but as Alderman Key said at the meeting, we've been waiting for a long time, so I'll be quiet, maybe we can move on.
Question
For Pete's Fresh Market, Mr. Mayor?
Pardon?
Pete's Fresh
Yes,
Market?
right.
Thank you.
Question.
Yes.
On both items 9 and 10, are they, is the financial impact explained somewhere in our agenda? Dollar-wise?
Yeah, it's in, you've got,
Pardon me?
you've got outlines on both of them, yes.
I can't hear you.
You have outlines on both of them on number 9, yeah.
Okay, so the dollar amounts will be shown in here somewhere?
Yeah.
Well, okay. That's my question.
Well, the impact in both situations is the fact that the real estate taxes, both of them, after the class, excuse me, class 7B comes into place, is still going to be at or higher than the real estate taxes are now, plus the impact of added jobs and added sales tax to the city. So that's what it comes down to.
Well, I understand that senior housing is under the same class. So when will we start collecting full share of taxes from that?
Those are 10 years.
And how long have they been here? Time flies when
Well,
you're,
it's a 10-year from when it started till
no, the senior housing.
well,
Were
it's
they,
2 years, 8 years then.
is it only 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I did have, I asked no fewer than 5 times to see to have the numbers shown before we were to vote on this. As I remember reading somewhere in one of the documents or one of the requests, probably for item number 10, it seemed to have stated that basically the Pride operation didn't have enough money to make the changes that the city required them to make. In other words, not only do the constituents really not want a gas station there,
Point
but
of
now
order, Mr. Mayor.
the
Point of order. Are we
constituents will be
supposed to only
paying
be
for
talking
that.
about item number 9?
Yeah, we're
Not
still on
about
that.
item number
Wait-
10?
Wait till you get to number 10, and then you can talk about number 10. Right?
Well,
We have plenty of time. We just
Okay.
do number 9.
All right, let's back up
We're
to
mixing
number 9.
apples and oranges.
Without me reading all that, how much is it going to cost the citizens to do this financial structure for the Dominics?
Well, first of all, it's going to depend on what the tax bills come out at. And also, it's over the period. So some of the numbers aren't going to be exact, Bob, until that comes out.
A ballpark?
Actually, it's gonna cost
Yeah.
nothing, because as I said earlier, the taxes that are there now, after the 7C, with the redevelopment of the property, will be equal to what they are now, even with the reduction. Plus the fact, you probably get somewhere in the area of over $300,000 a year in sales tax that we don't have now.
Which will replace the money we lost when Dominic's closed.
Not to mention the fact you probably have, according to the information you have in your package, there'll be another 100 and some jobs created that we don't have now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and also too, Bob, you gotta remember that of the total tax bill, the ripple effect down to the residents of Palos Heights is like less than, it's between 5 and 10% max.
Right.
You know, so if you have a $10,000 bill, it's not like the city is forgiving a $10,000 bill because we're approving this. We're only giving a portion of that bill that on all these, you know, like the mosquito abatement district, the school district gets 70%, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh.
And we're down at the bottom of the queue line.
Well, no, I'm just looking at it from the aspect of, we've had presentations from both companies, and we've listened to the pitches, and we've agreed to a plan and a program, and et cetera, and then some year or so, 2 later, we're coming back to work out the financing. That's, maybe that's a proper protocol, but it seems to me like that should have been taken care of long before we talked about signs or green space or anything else.
We knew this was coming, every 2 weeks we get a bi-weekly report, and in Ken Bussey's report, it says that these people are working on the 7B. I mean, the county has this incentive program for exactly this purpose. And part of the equation, the mathematical equation for the purchasers, all along is to close the gap of the price of that whole strip mall and opening, and we've known this coming the whole time.
I mean,
Well,
for a net sum wash on the real estate taxes, to add a 6-figure number in sales tax plus over 100 jobs is a win for the city. I mean, any way you can cut it.
I know they've been talking about the special financing for a while, but for a while I've been asking for information for the special financing. And it just seems that, you know, stuff happens. If Dominic's knew that it wanted or needed special tax finances, they probably knew that when they bought the property, as did Pride. I just, and maybe it's something with the process, maybe it's something in-house where maybe my requests for this weren't really heard 5 times or more times. I don't know. That just seems like, so we're waiting for the senior housing money, we're waiting for, now we'll be waiting for Pride money, now we'll be waiting for Dominic's money.
But you're missing the point.
I understand.
No, you're missing the point. We will be getting money all along.
Well, we're getting money, right, we're getting money, but,
We're gonna equalize what we're getting in the real estate taxes all along, plus we're gonna get an added sales tax. that we don't have now.
Yeah.
It's been vacant 25 years.
We're not,
20 years.
I know, we're not getting sales tax, I don't think, from the senior housing, but I was told we'd be tripping over money.
Mr.
from
Mayor, I'd
senior-
like to call the
from Senior
question.
housing, and I don't know when we're gonna start tripping, but it
Okay.
just seemed, maybe I was
question.
just confused as to
I think Eric.
what the request was.
Right, maybe. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Where was I? Number
10.
10. The motion to direct the city attorney to draft a resolution supporting and sending to a class, by the way, thank you guys for developing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's setting to a Class 7C property tax classification for the property located at 7150 West 119th Street, that's at Harlem, and northeast corner of Harlem and College Drive.
Moved by Alderman McGrogan. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Key. Discussion?
Similar situation.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Lastly, this is not on the agenda, well, there's two things. Later on this evening, we'll be going to executive session to talk about the finalization of a city contract with the police. And I just wanted to thank, especially since they were here earlier, Chief Yacht and Mike and Michael Yacht for the work that they did working with the various members of the Finance Committee and the city staff. It's been over a year, and later on, at some point, once the executive session's done, when there's more information that we can give out, we will. But I just was going to tell everyone, it was really, really even though it took a while, all the meetings and all the negotiations were on a very professional level without any type of contentious arguing back and forth. And it was really a credit, I think, all the people involved, especially the people from the police, our attorney, the members of the Finance Committee, the staff. Everybody did a great job, and hopefully later on it'll be discussed at the special executive session. And then lastly, just as the mayor said, members of the Finance Committee and other committees, having been able to serve with Alderman Komarski for many years, she'll be missed, as Mayor Strauss said, and I know that everybody here feels the same. And I feel sorry for her husband, Bob. That's the end of my report.
Thank you. Public Safety, Alderman Basso?
Yes, Mayor, I have no items on the agenda, but I'd like to make one mention of one item that I came across in a pension newsletter. At this time of the year, I'm sure everybody's being inundated with calls to change your insurance coverage from one to another. Also, at the same time, this newsletter warns all of us to be aware of Medicare scams, where scammers are calling us and asking us, are telling us that Medicare is going to send out a new plastic Medicare card, and the scammer requests your Medicare number in order to verify that they have the right person with the right number. So obviously, don't give out the number on your card. Your card number is no longer your Social Security number. They supposedly have changed the number to a more secure number. So beware of those calls. Never give out any of your personal information over the phone. Thank you. That's the end of my report.
Thank you. Municipal Grounds and Property, Alderman Begley?
Thank you, Mayor. I have no items on the agenda tonight. I just wanted to let everyone know that the last day of yard waste pickup will actually be December 15th. Thank you so much, Mayor.
Thank you. Planning and Zoning, Alderman McGovern.
I have no report this evening, Mayor.
All right. Alderman Key, Recreation?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve the 2022 holiday and the 23 calendar year hours of operation at the Recreation Center.
Moved by Alderman Key.
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment for JSD Landscaping in the amount of $50,000 for design development, construction plans, specifications, and bid proposal, permitting, bidding, construction observation, and grant administration work to be completed for the Orchard Park project. That's all have to do with the OSLAD grant.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment to Upland Design in the amount of $15,857.35 for work completed on the OSLAD application and submission for the Phase 1 pool project, which is actually 2 years from now.
Okay. Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve payment to Williams and Associate Architects in the amount of $6,548.58 for the Phase 1 pool project conceptual design and project cost estimation service.
Moved by Alderman Key,
Second.
by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
And finally, on the motion side of it, I'd like to make a motion to approve payment to the Palos Baseball Organization in the amount of $15,000 for reimbursement of materials and work on Ponyfield lighting replacement. On a regular basis, we do some projects at those fields. They also do. This is a coordinated effort between the city and PBO. And so our contribution is $15,000 to a much bigger dollar amount.
Moved by Alderman
Second.
Key, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Aye.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
And then I'd just like to say thank you to the staff at the rec department for a beautiful job on the breakfast we had last Thursday for our veterans. I know that Alderman Clifford, he's not here tonight, but he did a lot of work also getting donations for a raffle that we had that went to all the veterans. But I've already received some comments from people that attended. They really appreciated your comments, Mayor, and also Bill Cunningham's that spoke at the breakfast. They really appreciated his comments too. And the entertainment was good, and and so the rec department really did a beautiful job of coordinating this whole thing. I just want to say thank you to them. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Alderman Clifford's not here. Someone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, Jack's not feeling well. He asked that we entertain and vote on motion 16 to adopt a resolution for the construction, maintenance on state highways for a period of 2023 and 2024.
Moved by Alderman McGrogan.
Second.
Second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion?
It's basically a hold harmless agreement.
Right. Roll call?
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Number 17 is a motion to approve payment to Morris Engineering for engineering services for various projects within the city in the amount of $7,135.97.
Moved by Alderman McGovern.
Second.
McGrogan, seconded by Alderman McGovern. Roll call?
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes, that's the end of my report, Mr.
Thank
Mayor.
you. License permits and franchises, Alderman Lewandowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have one item this evening, a motion to approve a permanent sign request for business property located at 6600 West College Drive.
Moved by Alderman Lewandowski. Is there a
Second.
second? Second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's all I have.
Alderman Violet, water and sewer?
No report this time.
All right, business and economic development, Alderman Key.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So, before we know it, Thanksgiving's gonna be here, and literally right away, the Christmas activities in town are going to start up. To give you an example, the Kris Kringle Market is gonna be on December 2nd and 3rd, but that whole week before that, the library is gonna have something every night. And so I believe all the city council members and the rest of the city people have received an email from Jesse at the library and requesting our singing abilities at a sing-along on Thursday night, which is the 1st. So that's what's replacing normally on the Saturday morning. The exact same activity is going to happen, though. They have the high school choir coming, and then we will join them for a couple songs, and, you know, they have kids' activities, and I'm sure with their renovation of the second floor, there's gonna be a lot of people wanna come out and see that. But every day, there's things happening at the library, and there's things happening at Lake Catherine, and a concert at the college, and so things are happening all the time.
And just not to, the lights will be out here too from the Fine Arts.
Yes, Lights in the Heights is gonna be right across from City Hall. In fact, when the Kris Kringle Market is happening, which is the second and third, there's gonna be a shuttle bus that's gonna go from the market to City Hall so that people can enjoy the light show that the Arts Commission is putting up, and then back to the market. And so the market's gonna be the second and the third in the municipal parking lot. On Friday, it's gonna be from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock. On the third, it's gonna be from noon until 7. On Friday night, the actual ceremony starts at 4:30 though. We're gonna have a choir there that's gonna sing, and the mayor is going to announce the tree decorating winners. That's at the Art Park.
No, it's gonna be here now.
Oh, it's gonna be here now. So the trees are being decorated by different groups amongst the city, and the mayor is gonna announce the winners. And so lots of things are happening. And so the last thing is, we just had a winter's farmer's market at the rec center this past Saturday. It was well attended. A lot of nice vendors were there. And so we're gonna have the 2 more days of winter farmer's market. It's gonna be both December 9th and 10th at the rec department. On the 9th, it's gonna be from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night. And then the next morning from 8 o'clock till noon, both in the gym at the rec center. And that concludes my report, Mr.
Thank
Mayor.
you. Cable TV, Alderman McGovern?
I have no report this evening, Mr. Mayor, but I do want to back up Alderman Key, what he just said. I believe Alderman Begley, you are putting out a Christmas parade this year?
That's correct.
Would
Yeah,
you like
that'll
to
be on
talk about it,
December
please?
3rd, and it'll be just before the Kris Kringle Market starts that day, so 10:45 a.m. kickoff on Harlem this year. Thanks, Alderman McGovern.
And that's it.
And we've all been invited to.
Yeah, we
And
got
part
a
of that,
late, we
because
got a
there's gonna,
late Catherine
just like
wagon.
in July, there is a vehicle.
It won't be just like July, it'll be a little colder.
It'll be
Well, yeah,
cold.
that's okay.
Blanket.
We'll have some hot chocolate or something.
But the new building's still under construction. They're pretty much finished a lot of the electricity on it, and they got some painting, they got some remodeling, they got some ceiling work to be done. So it's still in progress. That's all it is.
Great, thank you,
Okay.
sir. Any old business? Citizens wishing to ask questions? Any new business? Need a motion to go executive session?
So moved.
Discuss-
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Be back.